6:49, and you're watching CT Style. So The Man in the White Linen Suit is a new book in the Hoagy and Lulu series.
That's right, and joining us is author David Handler to tell us all about it. Thanks so much for coming to see us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. The book looks terrific. What a beautiful cover.
I love the cover. I love the art. Yeah, this is the 11th book in a series that I've been writing, believe it or not, since 1988 when I was 11.
Right.
My hero, recurring hero, is a very, very famous novelist who crashed and burned and ended up becoming a celebrity ghostwriter. And his sidekick frequently she outshines him, is Lulu, who is a faithful and very neurotic and breath-challenged basset hound.
Oh, okay.
And they travel around the world helping celebrities tell their life stories. I did 8 of them between 88 and 97. The third one actually won an Edgar Allan Poe Award.
That's great.
Which is the highest honor in the mystery world. So I don't want to make you woozy or anything, but I'm actually a distinguished American crime writer.
I believe it. Okay. I don't doubt it.
Okay. I picked the series back up 4 years ago, and The Man in the White Linen Suit is based on a character that I based on James Michener, who's the most famous kind of best-selling Book of the Month Club writer in America for forever. I mean, I remember my parents had his books. My mom had a copy of The Source, which was like this thick. They were all doorstops. And it was sitting on her nightstand the entire time I was in high school. I don't think she
never finished it?
I think either she read 2 pages a night, or it just became part of the furnishings, because it never moved. It was always there.
But it stuck with you. It left an impression. Yeah, that's all that matters.
And Hoagy is called in because there is a deep, dark secret, which is that he is pushing 80 and has not actually written his last 2 books. His research assistant has, and has just finished the latest one and went to get it copied, and has disappeared.
It's missing, right?
Yeah.
Why did you took some time off? What made you start up again?
Well, I took time off because in 1997, it was amazing how the technology changed. Because when I started the series, there was no email, there was no cell phones, nothing. In '97, the arrival of the internet and 24-hour cable news, I realized that it was impossible to keep celebrity secrets really, really secret. Like when I first started working on my first book, it was about 1986, and there was a very famous press conference in which Rock Hudson went on television, gaunt, haggard Rock Hudson, and said he had AIDS. Rock Hudson had been a major, major movie star for 30 years. No one in America knew that he was gay. Everyone in Hollywood knew he was gay. Everyone in the Hollywood press corps knew he was gay, but they kept secrets in those days. There were gatekeepers. As soon as the internet arrived, the gatekeepers were gone, and it was impossible to keep secrets anymore. So I felt he had become, in a sense, obsolete, and I wrote another series about the resident trooper of Old Lyme and her boyfriend, and the Berger Mitri series. I wrote 11 of those, and then 4 years ago, an editor at William Morrow came to me and begged me to bring Hoagy back.
That's neat.
I said, I don't think it'll work. The technology is even worse now with viral video and TMZ. I mean, there are no secrets.
But maybe that made you think differently and made the story creative.
He had an idea. This is not my idea. He said, make them period novels, write it in 1992. Okay. I said, I don't think of 1992 as a period novel. I still have some of the same clothes. I mean, you know, it doesn't seem that long ago, but in the world of technology, in '92, I had a Mac LC that was hooked up to a printer, but there was no modem because there was no America Online. You know, it's just amazing to me how much the world has changed, but I'm having a great time writing them, and it's just really a lot of fun.
Well, as we come to the end of the segment, tell us where you can find the books. Are they on Amazon?
Today,
right? Yeah.
Today, it's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all the chains,
great.
all the local stores, RJ Julia, everybody has it.
Excellent.
Great. Well,
Thank you
we'll
so
look
much.
for it. Thank
you.
you. We'll look for the next one
Yep.
in the Hoagy and Lulu series.
They never go away.
Never go. I
Just like me.
Thank you for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
Sure. We can learn more over at davidhandlerbooks.com.
Stay with us, CT Style.